Very well.
Thank you for agreeing to find Wulbren. It means a great deal to me. Indeed.
I'll give it a shot.
Vlakith, has our queen sent a knight to slay me with his own blade?
Such informality, child. Does Justil Kithrak not command your respect?
Your blade speaks for you, Kithrak. You've come for blood.
Child of Gith, I've not come to kill you. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. Be at ease. I bring only truth. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Justil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together, we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies.
She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust.
Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Have to keep going.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashhead. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
attention. Still alive, so that's progress. What's cooking? Still breathing, despite everything. Never wanted the easy path. Seems simple enough. What's inside? Don't give me trouble now.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Let's see.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
Another step forward. I'll take that.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale? Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp? And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you. My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Oh, for the love of...
Fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider... forgiveness?
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. The very purpose of my presence, in a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can. I doubt not your conviction, but Gale has an unnatural advantage.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help.
or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrarium Idalion thras annas dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the skies-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
I need a moment for the two of us.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course, we offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it. If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Sol Invictus! Sol Invictus! Sol Invictus!
Stand by me if you need to keep warm in this awful place. I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Darkness or not, we need to reach Moonrise Towers. This place. There's a power in these shadows, I can sense it. It's ancient. Familiar. I can feel the shadows' power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Something's wrong. Places. I feel weak, heavy, drained.
The shadows will not consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shah.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? There's come closer. Hands up. Jonas, move in!
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that...
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
What's the plan? Onward.
Time to strike. Ready for another round?
Got to focus.
My path be true. I got this. On the move. Swift and lethal.
Let's go with fire, baby. Want another?
No failure.
Gods, it's hot in here. Keep going.
What should I do? Got to move. Victory awaits. You bow, or you break.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat. That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came.
What's next? Let's see what we have here.
All right, what now? At the ready. But that will fit in my bag. would be wise to leave it alone.
Got to press on.
No traps, please. Swift as my feet can carry me.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
God's blood, this is heavy.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy! She's with me.
Come. Jahira!
They'll last long enough. Magic incarnate.
This is why we're here, you see. 'Tis a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. Stand down! Or we'll put you down! I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations. Harpers, cut this true soul down!
Stop! What's you doing? She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss about thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations! You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you've found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Hey, Damon might be knocking around here, right?
Too dark to tell.
I bet that.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Don't be shy.
God's blood, this is heavy.
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
I bet they're close.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just about?
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
No time to dally. No one.
Eager for battle.
things have stayed interesting. What path?
See any movement out there?
Hey, it's Dannon! Let's say hi!
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus, for good. This thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please. I never wanted to live forever. I just want to live good.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Karlak. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really, you've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive. I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too. Oh man, I can't wait.
How's the barricade coming along?
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
No time to rest.
Need anything?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I'll be here if you need anything else. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything else.
Action, not reaction.
Need anything? I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything else. Need anything?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything?
It's perfect, really.
Need anything?
Perhaps you've misplaced it. I'll be here should you find it.
Need anything? Well. I knew I smelled something, and I know just what to do with it. One moment. Need anything?
Assume nothing.
Well, it ends not as bad as it could have. With a flick of the wrist.
time to waste.
Enough waiting.
There's an invitation behind its great brown eyes.
Going.
I will ascend. Taste my fury.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Take Hero. My injuries need tending.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
That put the wind back in my sails.
Looking ahead. Very well.
God, blood, this is heavy.
If death, fight Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it. What's to tell? I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it. I was a magistrate, working to keep the peace in Baldur's Gate, imprisoning troublemakers, that kind of thing. I can't remember much, truth be told. Centuries of torment will do that to you. I was attacked. A gang of vagrants, a tribe of wandering Gur, took issue with a ruling I'd made. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. What? Who? What happened? A Gur? What are those vagabonds? Why would they... Cazador. Of course he'd send a Gur to hunt me down. Cazador Tsar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. First, they make excellent monster hunters, so find a vampire spawn sounds perfectly reasonable to them. Second, they're the reason I'm like this in the first place. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. They may have no idea who they're working for. Cazador likely paid someone to pay someone to call in a favor, and here we are. He doesn't do simple plans. Not if he has a complex one that pits a dozen enemies against each other. No. This hunter is a message. Cazador's letting me know that even out here, he can get to me. He wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Aha! Safe! You think I'm safe? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers, if we can convince the right people to talk. I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way, so why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more? Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Keep your distance, darling. There.
I shall be here in thy camp.
For when, as thou desire.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
No one back home will ever believe this. On my way.
premium trinkets and doodads. Don't wander far. We need to talk. Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Hiss! I say hiss! This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. You've had enough, now go. Quickly, hiss! I slinked, of course. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. But do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
What's up for discussion?
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem. But the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough. My dear, nothing is coincidence. Mortals trifle themselves with free will, as if their betters have not molded every potential path ahead. No offense meant, of course. I'm sure everyone in Last Light thinks they could have changed things. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades. At times, I wonder if some other fiend swapped out your tongue with that of an ox. I never surrender knowledge for free, but one good turn deserves another, does it not? To repay you for the souls sent my way, I offer a taste of the truth. Ketheric Thorm, proud father, man of faith, utter fool. On the night the Harpers sealed him away, someone murdered his entire army in cold blood. Now who would possibly benefit from such a massacre? If you want to know more, I could work the exchange of such precious knowledge into the terms of your future deal. But the time for quibbling over clauses and contracts hasn't quite arrived. You'll be limping back to me soon enough. Not with you, at least. Although I sense there's something your friend wants to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time? How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know. Perhaps I should have. I'm not exactly used to asking for help and being met with, well, help. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Yes, I'm well aware. I heard you the first time.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
Hiss! I say hiss! This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. You've had enough, now go. Quickly! I slinked, of course. Good if she promised me a bit of milk. Do you...
Hand me the bottle, not hard.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish. Later.
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress. My dear, they're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last at times I want... But
this is my...
You haven't...
Well... Although I...
Right back at you.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
I'll be out of your way as soon as I'm finished.
Look, you're welcome and all, but...
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I have something to ask.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. Not political power or military power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn. Not him, no. They beat... It was only afterwards I realized just how long it took. A vamp... Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. All I'm asking is that you keep your eye... What more could I ask? Now, is that all? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds awful.
We must press... It is done.
Last night's best bargains right here. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam, bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Check it out! We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
pleasure doing business with you. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodads.
My faith will guide me.
Welcome back. Are you looking for something in particular? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Maul gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. This is a valuable piece, so it's gonna cost a lot. And that is the price isn't changing. Yes! That's my first negotiation. Here. Pleasure doing business with you. Last Light's best bargains right here!
Moving in.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. It wasn't the curse that did us in. We were ambushed out in the darkness. By cultists. We surrendered. But that wasn't enough for them. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel?
Maybe not, Mom. Perimeter's clear, Mom.
Good. We'll leave soon?
Don't be
We don't want any
shy. Have a
surprises.
gander at the finest stock.
Yes, Mom.
I need a quick word.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I haven't forgotten. And as it happens, I was making something to help you on your way. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others. In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... well... with you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it. When I'm finished making it. Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Better not be cursed.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
We do know if anyone who goes charging into the
I wager. Seems that way.
If I wanted water, I would bloody ask for it.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse. Any help from Jehu? He wants to
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it!
Please. Last night's best bargains, right here.
And I suspect she sacrificed anyone to do that.
Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait. But Baldur's Gate can't. If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Is anyone keeping an eye on them? Maybe not, Mom.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover. But
Don't be shy.
let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to give you a lashing, but I will, damn it!
Last night's best bargains, right here.
Perimeter's clear, Mom.
Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises.
Care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
This might be cheating. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
Please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do...
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even, who want to be seeing you. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
But she
There's
doesn't
some
care if the
parchment there.
grandchild lives or
Looks
dies.
official.
Is it the House of Healing?
We can wait.
Wonder what he found.
Baldur's Gate can't. If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse. We don't even know if he'll ever recover. But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead. So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while born.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Last night's best bargain.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
It's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives?
If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. I tried. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods!
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlak. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Last night's best bargains, right here!
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
time to meet your maker.
Come on, can't stay idle. Breathe deep and move.
Fuck yes.
Ready for this?
Jimmy on the go.
Flag!
stand in my way. Can't slow down.
Blood. Well, well. Look what we have here.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Maybe we should ask someone else. And move.
No one but us.
first time.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it. But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at her. She's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.